first ever solo travel vlog. How exciting, guys. Welcome to the video. Today I'm flying to Italy, which is the craziest thing I think I've ever done. If you're new here, my name's Nina, I'm 28 and we just moved over to the UK from Australia, and this is my first Europe trip since getting here. I'm very excited, but I'm also very nervous. I've never flown by myself. Me and my partner moved over and my partner's currently away. So I decided to go to Italy to visit my cousin. This is my first ever solo travel on a plane. I am easing into solo travel, so I am meeting with my cousin and staying with my cousin. We're only going for 2 nights, but I am completely traveling by myself. So I'm very excited, very nervous. To get you up to speed, I have to leave for the airport in about half an hour, but my flight isn't for another 7.5 hours. Oh, there's a guy with some flowers. Today is Valentine's Day as well, by the way. I kind of been joking that my boyfriend bought me a trip to Italy for Valentine's Day, but I bought it myself and I'm going alone. Okay, let me get you up to speed. So, the reason I'm leaving literally almost 8 hours before my flight is because I literally feel do you know in Brooklyn Nine-Nine when Boyle is he needs to go on a trip and he needs to go to the airport and he asks Gina what time he should get to the airport, and I think he says something oh, is 8 hours enough time in advance? And Gina's no, you gotta do at least 12. And I just feel like that because I'm literally going so early. But here's the situation. I am about an hour outside of London north, and I'm flying out of Stratford because I want to fly directly into Turin, which is where my cousin stays. You would think getting from an hour out of London to Stratford, not too bad. It's about an hour drive. But turns out we have to go down south into London, into central London, and then we have to get the tube, and then we have to get a bus, which takes 45 minutes from London to Stratford Airport. So I'm literally going this is where I am, London, and this is Stratford. I'm literally going like that instead of just like that. That's just how you have to get to Stratford. I was going to drive and park there for a couple days, but turns out parking is £100 for 2 days, which the train is just cheaper. We're gonna get public transport, and I'm just very nervous because if you saw my last vlog, I went to London, and that day that I went to London, there were so many train cancellations and delays. It's just stressing me out that I'm not going to get to the airport in time. And then I got a message I'm flying with Ryanair. I got a message from them saying that there's delays because they have staff shortages. So to get to the airport as early as possible. And then also the whole situation of taking a 45-minute bus is stressing me out because I just don't trust buses. Buses just don't show up on time. Sometimes they don't show up at all, I've found. I'm getting very nervous. And then on top of that, it was meant to snow last night. So yesterday I was getting very nervous because when it snows here, it's just chaos. Everything gets cancelled, everything's delayed. I didn't actually buy my train ticket or my bus ticket until this morning because I wanted to wait and to see if it snowed and if there was any cancellations. Luckily it didn't snow, which I don't think I'd ever say that because I love the snow, but not today. It is a beautiful sunny day outside, which means that it's also very cold today because when the sun's out, the cold's out. Now that I've caught you up to speed, anyway, I'm all packed, I'm ready to go. I just gotta get a coat on. I am also, like I mentioned, flying Ryanair, and I didn't get any of the upgrades. I didn't get priority pass, I didn't book a seat, I didn't get extra baggage, so I literally have one small bag, and I'm so stressed. I'm so stressed because I've seen so many videos online of people trying to shove their bag into the box that they measure it. I mean, it's just a backpack. It's you can see it. It's just a small backpack. I mean, it's an average size backpack. So surely it will be fine, but I don't know. I think I'm just everything on top of each other. I'm just very nervous. I'm a little bit stressed. We're okay, we're gonna do this. I'm very excited at the same time. To be honest with you, the other day when I went into London was the first time I've ever been into London by myself. And I was so shocked at actually how I was able to do it, and it was fine, and I didn't even get lost once. So I think we're gonna be good. Knock on wood. Is this wood? Where's some wood? Yeah. Touch wood. We're gonna be fine. So welcome to this Italy vlog. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm saying that. I'm going to Italy, what the heck? That is so crazy. And it's only a 2-hour flight. Let's go to Italy. hair is crazy. Alright, we've just made it to the underground station where I'm going to get the bus that goes to Stansted Airport. My bus doesn't leave for another half an hour. I've just come outside and there's a Greggs right outside and I really want some lunch. So I think I'm going to grab some Greggs, find where the bus stop is, probably just sit and wait while I eat my Greggs. So let's go. So far there hasn't been any delays either. Okay, I finally made it onto the bus. But you would not believe how hard it was to get onto this bus. So my bus was booked for 1:50. I had a ticket for 1:50. I got to the bus stop maybe like 15 minutes before it was due to arrive. Because it's a bus, of course it arrived like 10 minutes late. The driver, it's a coach to the airport, and the driver came out and he was letting people on, and he probably got like 5 people on the bus before he was like, okay, bus is full, like can't take any more people, the bus is full. And we were like, well, we have a ticket for 1:50, like how is the bus full? And he was saying that the company overbooks the buses and they never have enough seats. And so we were like, well, can we get the next one? And he said, yeah, you'll definitely have priority to get onto the next bus. And the next bus is coming in like another 30 minutes. So we were like, oh, fine, okay. So that bus left. We waited another 30 minutes to get the next bus, and like I said, the first bus driver said we would have priority to get onto the next bus because we were meant to be on that first one. So next bus arrives, takes a while to open the doors. The driver comes out and he's like, okay, all the people that are boarding at 2:20, so my ticket was at 1:50, the one before it, all the people boarding at 2:20, please come forward first. And we were like, whoa, hang on a second, like we had a 1:50 ticket. Like the last bus driver said we would have priority on this bus because he couldn't fit us on the last bus, and we had a 1:50 and he said we would have priority. And the guy was like, no, like that's not how it works. I need to let on the 2:20 people first because they had booked a ticket for this bus and they had priority for this bus. And we were like, no, this is ridiculous. We've been waiting for almost an hour at this point. Like there's no way. Like you have to let us on this bus. We were freezing, by the way. It was like 4 degrees outside. So we kind of like argued it with him for a little bit. It was me and this other couple who were really nice. I was kind of chatting with them while we were waiting. And all the people like getting on these buses are going to the airport to catch flights. So everyone was like, well, what if we're late for our flight? Like it was a big hassle. Anyway, so he was like, no, sorry, like these are the rules. I need to let the 2:20 people on first. And he said, if not everyone's showed up for the 2:20, then and I have extra seats, then I will let you on. But it is a fully booked bus. We were like, you've got to be kidding me, this is ridiculous. So anyway, he let all the 2:20 people on while we were waiting on the side, and then he was like, okay, let me see how many seats I have left. Like, went back on the bus, closed the door, and we were just stood there like, what the heck? And then me and this couple, I was like, I'll literally split an Uber with you guys to get to the airport because if we can't get on this bus because we need to get to the airport. And they were like, yeah, like no worries. The guy comes back out and he's like, and by the way, it was me and this couple, but there was other people as well that were meant to be on the last bus that were around. There was probably like almost 10 people. So anyway, he comes back out and he's like, I have 3 seats. And the guy that I was with was like, okay, yeah, us 3, like him, his partner and me, because we were meant to be on the last bus. He was like, yeah, us three. So he like checked our tickets, took a while to check them, and then finally let us on the bus. But I just couldn't believe it because the last guy said that we would have priority and we didn't have priority. It was just absolutely ridiculous. I almost feel like complaining because like what would have happened if we just never got on a bus? We would have to like get an Uber or something, but we paid £17 for this ticket. Anyway, I'm on the way to the airport finally. I am so glad I left as early as I did. No joke. I thought I was so stupid for leaving so early, but I do not regret it at all. So, finally on the way to the airport, and I'm not going to be late because I left early. Anyway, I will chat to you guys when I get to the airport. I've made it to the airport. I actually went and got a couple of books because I wanted one book to read on a flight and they were doing like a buy one get one half price. So I got 2 books because they had 2 books that I actually wanted, and I got some water, got a bit of food to eat on the plane, and now I'm going to wait. I'm still like decently early. My flight isn't for another hour and a half and I still haven't got the gate number yet, so I have just come to a Witherspoons because I was just having a walk around and it said that there was a, what's it called, like a runway view upstairs. So I wasn't going to spend any more money because honestly I've spent probably too much today, but I really wanted to just chill and sit somewhere, and a runway view sounded really cool. So I just got a lemonade. You can see, oh, it's really hard to see on the camera to be honest, but you can see all the Ryanair planes. So I'm just going to chill until I get on my flight. I'm knackered though, so tired. I want to read on the plane, but honestly I might sleep. I'll talk to you later. Okay, they've announced my gate, so I'm walking over there now, and I know that it's still like an hour into my flight, and it's probably going to be ages before I actually board, but I'd rather just know where the gate is. I'm one of those people that, like, I don't care if I go to the gate, find out where it is, and then as long as I know, I can leave and come back as well. Just as long as I know, because the last thing I want is to like be rushing at the last second and get lost. I'll be able to find it, that just stresses me out, so I'm heading there now. Okay, just got on the flight. Oh my gosh, you know how I was saying I love to be organised and like know where the gate is and all that? Well, at the last minute they had a gate change, so that just went completely out the window, and it went from gate 87 to gate 34, which means I had to take a shuttle to get there. It was an absolute nightmare. Anyway, I'm on the plane now and I will see you when I land. Actually, before I go, this is the book that I got to read on the plane, which is a movie that just came out. But I really wanted to read the book before I saw the movie, and I've heard really good reviews, so excited to start reading this one. And I got a chicken Caesar wrap as well. So cute. Okay, it's the next day. I am at my cousin's house. Did I mention that? Have I talked to you guys at all? Just getting ready for the day. I got in quite late last night and my cousin picks me up from the airport. We've just been chatting. What you saw last night was we stopped in the little town that she lives in, just outside of Turin. There was like a big Valentine's Day like display, and it was so cute because yesterday was obviously Valentine's Day. So that's what you would have seen last night. Sorry, it was a little bit random. Today, I'm just going to spend some quality time with my cousin and the rest of my family. Her two brothers are here as well, and my auntie, and we're going to go out for a little lunch. I probably won't film too much today. I think we're going to like a farm kind of place for lunch where they have animals. So I'm very excited for that. I'm a very good multitasker, but for some reason I can't seem to chat to you and do my makeup at the same time. So it's been so nice being here. Honestly, I'm so happy that I'm here visiting my cousin and we're just catching up. She's talking about coming out to London at some point and eventually as well. So I think we're going to see a decent amount of each other while I'm here while I'm living in the UK. But yeah, I thought I would just catch you up on what I've been up to. It's a beautiful day here. I don't even think it's that cold today. It's like, okay, actually it is. It's like 1 degrees. Well, it's 4 degrees, but it feels like 1 degrees. I think it's going up to like 12 today and it's sunny. So very happy the sun is out. So I'll definitely try and get some like scenery footage today. It's a very beautiful area. Like there's some mountains here. Can't wait to take you guys along with me today. Anyway, I'm going to finish getting ready and I will probably chat to you either later tonight or tomorrow, but you'll see some of the little town as well. Hi. I just got to the airport, finished my trip here. I can't believe it's gone so fast. Sorry I didn't film too much of the actual trip because it was mostly just with family, but it was more the travelling to and from that I wanted to document. So I just got to the airport, my cousin dropped me off. I got some pear juice because you can't get pear juice anywhere else that I've been and I love it so much. So I got 3 bottles of pear juice at the airport and I'm just waiting for my flight. I will probably check in with you guys next when I get home because the bus was such a nightmare getting here that I don't particularly want to repeat that. So I did actually ask a friend to pick me up from the airport. So I should be home pretty soon, and I will chat to you guys then. Also, just look at the view behind me. I don't know if you can see. One second. There's snow-capped mountains. So you can see the white bit here. That's snow on top of the mountains. It's so beautiful here. Hello guys, I am back in the UK. What was the last thing you would have seen? Oh yeah, I think I filmed at the airport, right? So yesterday we just had a casual, like, chill day with my cousin and her little daughter, and then in the afternoon they took me to the airport, and here I am. It is the next day. I got back last night at like 8 o'clock. I was so tired from all the traveling, so I ordered a takeaway, which got to my door when I did, and I think I ate, and then I fell asleep on the couch, which is really bad. I've not fallen asleep on the couch here, but I did get very comfortable on the couch, which was probably my first mistake. And then I did eventually move to my bed. But yeah, it's the next morning. I'm actually going to go pick up my boyfriend from the airport now because he was on a work trip while I was in Italy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Also, thank you for all the love that I'm getting on my last video. It's much appreciated, and I've gotten a few new subscribers. I'm actually at 899 subscribers, which I know is not a lot. I'm 1 away from 900 and I'm 101 away from 1,000. So it's making me very excited. So thank you so much for all your support. It's very appreciated. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will chat to you in the next one.